Congratulations. You've been lied to. Money can't buy happiness is a myth for the financially gullible. A belief so deeply ingrained you probably never questioned it. But here's the kicker. The problem isn't about buying happiness. It's that you've been shopping in the wrong aisle. Think about it. You scrimp. You save. You spend on things you think should make you happy. The new phone, the fancy dinner, the shiny car. Conveniently ignoring the fact that your satisfaction disappears faster than a politician's promise post-election. If you're nodding along, feeling a hint of recognition, it's because you've been running a faulty operating system. Spoiler alert, your brain's been playing you all along. And the sale price? Your long-term happiness. But hey, don't worry. You're not alone in this cognitive comedy. Welcome to the club where everyone's a member, yet no one wants to admit it. Ready to see the glitch? Let's rewind to that moment you decided money couldn't buy happiness. Did you question it? Or did you just nod like a bobblehead on a dashboard, accepting it as financial gospel? You probably thought your discipline was saving you from the evils of materialism. But here's the fun part. It's not discipline. It's loss aversion, masquerading as virtue. See, your brain hates losing more than it loves winning. You avoid spending on experiences and connections, the actual happiness catalysts, because they don't come with a tangible receipt. Meanwhile, your mental accounting is busy categorizing expenditures in a way that would make an accountant weep. It's not that you lack self-control. You're just a victim of a poorly coded mental algorithm. You're not alone. The world is full of disciplined spenders who wind up wealthier in possessions, but poorer in joy. Time to dissect this glitch before your brain decides to charge you more. Think you're immune? Let's talk about that big purchase you made thinking it was an investment in happiness. New car? Latest gadget? How's that working out for you? A temporary dopamine hit, followed by a crash landing into the reality of buyer's remorse. The irony? Your brain doesn't even realize it's stuck on repeat. It's chasing short-term rewards like a dog after its own tail. You're not a spendthrift. You're a thrill seeker with a misguided compass. The thrill fades, and you find yourself on the hunt again, wallet perpetually open. Here's where the catch is. The real bug is your brain's inability to distinguish between fleeting pleasure and lasting fulfillment. The design flaw isn't in your spending habits, but in your understanding of value. It's time to patch this mental software before you're left with nothing but a collection of forgotten thrill rides. Here's the reality check. Your brain's been running on a scarcity mindset fuel since forever. You buy out of fear of missing out, convinced that the next purchase holds the key to joy. But scarcity doesn't breed happiness. It breeds anxiety. It's the mental equivalent of hoarding, where you pile up things instead of memories. And while you're busy stockpiling, decision fatigue sets in. You're overwhelmed by choices, yet you cling to the idea of a perfect purchase like it's a treasure map to happiness. Spoiler, it's not. The treasure isn't buried in your shopping bag. Instead, it's in the experiences you bypassed while you were busy hunting for deals. If you're feeling attacked, it's because the bug is persistent. But remember, every glitch can be an opportunity. It's time to convert scarcity into abundance by shifting focus. So, you've been running on autopilot, right? Here's the irony. Your brain's greatest flaw is also its most powerful feature. The same wiring that leads to poor financial decisions is primed for something greater. Your cognitive bias towards immediate gratification can be redirected. Instead of buying things, buy time, buy experiences, buy freedom. The hidden logic in your brain can be your biggest ally if you let it. Your mental accounting can track memories, not just expenses. The choice isn't about whether money can buy happiness. It's about choosing the right currency. When was the last time you invested in a memory instead of a product? That's the ultimate question. It's time to rewrite your financial script, because this isn't just about buying happiness. It's about buying the right kind of happiness. Ready to initiate the update? Let's crack open the illusion you've been living under. You think you're following a well-designed protocol: earn, save, spend wisely. Simple, right? But here's the glitch. Your brain is not a spreadsheet. It's a tangled web of cognitive biases and shortcuts. Imagine a computer running on outdated software. That's your decision-making process. You think you're rational, but your brain is more like a magician with a bad memory. Let's talk sunk cost fallacy. Ever keep a subscription because you've already paid for it, even when it's useless? That's not frugality. It's a glitch. Your brain hates admitting mistakes, so it doubles down. It's like a gambler chasing losses. Meanwhile, you convince yourself it's all part of smart spending. The reality? You're on autopilot, following a faulty program. The script you think you're following is a facade, a cover for mental shortcuts that prioritize comfort over clarity. Now, let's untangle the web of your brain's faulty operations. You believe you're disciplined because you skipped the daily coffee. But that's not discipline. That's decision fatigue. Your brain is a master of substitution, swapping meaningful with mundane to conserve energy. This is why you skip the latte but buy the high-end headphones. The instant gratification centers in your brain light up like a Christmas tree, making you feel productive. Meanwhile, your mental accounting is busy justifying these choices like a defense attorney in a crime drama. You're not saving. You're swapping one indulgence for another and calling it financial wisdom. Here's the kicker. Your brain labels these as wins, but they're just rerouted impulses. You're not failing. You're following a flawed internal logic that prioritizes short-term satisfaction over long-term gain. Recognizing this glitch is the first step to reclaiming control. Let's dive into the cognitive bias pulling your strings. You think scarcity mindset is about being prudent. False. It's a fear-driven hoarding instinct masquerading as wisdom. Your brain's ancient wiring sees danger in abundance, prompting you to gather resources like a squirrel before winter. This isn't planning. It's panic with a sophisticated name tag. This is why you buy in bulk, chasing deals like a predator after prey. Meanwhile, your brain convinces you it's all for future security. Ironically, this scarcity mindset creates a paradox. The more you accumulate, the less secure you feel. Your brain is stuck in a loop, chasing a security blanket that's already wrapped around it. The real revelation: your scarcity mindset is actually a blueprint for abundance. It's about flipping the narrative to focus on value, not volume. Time to rewire before your brain turns your closet into a bunker. Here's a twist. Your brain is a bargain hunter in disguise. It's wired to seek discounts, but it's terrible at calculating true cost. You think you're saving when you grab a sale item, but your brain's mental accounting misses the hidden fees. Every impulse buy is a withdrawal from the happiness bank. The irony? You're richer in things but poorer in joy. Your brain's glitchy protocol is stuck in a loop, equating material gain with emotional return. It's a cognitive blind spot, a bug in the system. Recognizing this isn't about guilt-tripping yourself. It's about recalibrating your internal compass. Your brain is a brilliant navigator, but it's been given the wrong map. The challenge? To redirect the bargain-hunting impulse towards experiences that yield emotional dividends. It's time to upgrade your mental software from cheap thrills to lasting fulfillment. So, you've been operating under a glitchy protocol. The question isn't whether you can change. It's whether you'll fix the program or let it run you. Your brain's default settings prioritize immediate rewards, but they're not immutable. Think of your cognitive biases as a misaligned GPS. They've led you to detours instead of destinations. Yet, these biases are also your most potent tool for transformation. By understanding the glitch, you can rewrite the script. Your brain is capable of remarkable adaptability. It's time to redirect your focus from possessions to passions, from scarcity to opportunity. This isn't about depriving yourself. It's about investing in experiences that amplify happiness. The real protocol shift: to see money as a tool for buying freedom, not just things. Ready to reboot the system and reprogram your approach? It's time to trade in your outdated map for a compass. Here's the raw cost of your brain's current operating system. A lifetime of missed opportunities for genuine joy. You're conditioned to believe that possessions equate to happiness, while experiences are luxury items. Consider the financial fallacy you're living. You spend on possessions that depreciate, ignoring the fact that experiences appreciate in value over time. This isn't just a monetary issue, it's a psychological one. Each purchase is a vote cast for the kind of happiness you wish to cultivate. Right now, your ballot is filled with transient thrills and temporary satisfaction. The cost? A life rich in things but poor in memories. But here's the flip. The same mental shortcuts that lead to this pattern can be harnessed as a tool for transformation. Your brain's affinity for routine can be repurposed to prioritize experiences. By doing so, you convert short-lived pleasures into lasting fulfillment. Let's pivot to the potential hiding in your cognitive wiring. Your brain's propensity for loss aversion isn't a flaw. It's a feature waiting to be optimized. Imagine redirecting this tendency from clinging to possessions to safeguarding meaningful experiences. By shifting focus, you leverage your brain's natural defenses to protect what truly matters. The irony? The same mechanisms that lock you into a scarcity mindset can also propel you into an abundance mindset. This isn't about changing who you are. It's about reprogramming your priorities. You already possess the evolutionary tools for this upgrade. It's about recognizing that your brain's reluctance to let go can be a catalyst for holding onto experiences that enrich your life. The realignment isn't radical. It's strategic. It's time to turn your brain's default settings into a premium feature that buys lasting joy. Here's the paradox you need to grasp. The pursuit of possessions is a path to scarcity, while the pursuit of experiences leads to abundance. Your brain's current script is outdated. It's time to rewrite it. Consider the mental accounting you've been running. Each item purchased is a line item in a ledger that doesn't reflect true value. The shift? Begin to see experiences as investments, not expenses. Your brain's wired to track expenditures, so make it track returns on happiness instead. This is about flipping the mental switch from consumer to curator. When you invest in experiences, you're not just spending money. You're buying stories, memories, and connections. The irony? What you've been chasing isn't what you actually need. By recalibrating your mental framework, you turn each financial decision into a step towards genuine abundance. It's time to hack your own system for a better outcome. The cost of maintaining your current mental operating system is immense. It's draining your resources, both financial and emotional. Here's the stark reality. Every dollar spent on transient satisfaction is a dollar not invested in enduring joy. Your cognitive bias towards immediate gratification is a high-maintenance habit. It's time to reassess. You have the same mental architecture that made humans the most adaptable species. Use it. Transform your spending from a series of transactions into a strategy for building a fulfilling life. This isn't about deprivation. It's about deliberate choice. Your brain's capacity for pattern recognition can be redirected from tracking sales to tracking satisfaction. The irony? The brain that traps you in cycles of spending can be the same brain that frees you to live a life filled with meaningful experiences. It's time to close the gap between what you have and what you truly want. So, what's the verdict on your brain's financial glitches? They're not flaws. They're untapped leverage. The same cognitive shortcuts that lead to poor spending can be strategically redirected. It's about shifting the focus from possessions to experiences, from scarcity to abundance. This isn't a moral crusade. It's a practical reallocation of mental resources. The real protocol doesn't require a personality overhaul, just a recalibration. A single, decisive shift. Treat every dollar like a vote for the life you want to live. This isn't just about buying happiness. It's about buying the right kind of happiness. The question isn't whether you can afford it, but whether you can afford not to. Ready to exploit your brain's natural tendencies for your benefit? It's time to initiate your own internal system upgrade and start living as though every decision is a step toward genuine fulfillment. Here's the sharp shift you need. Stop treating money like an obstacle to happiness. Instead, see it as the tool it truly is. You're not a victim of your brain's wiring. You're the architect of your financial landscape. Your brain's default isn't about denying yourself. It's about redefining value. The mental protocol rewrite is simple. Prioritize spending on experiences that cultivate joy and connections. Your cognitive bias towards immediate rewards is an asset when redirected towards long-term happiness. Instead of chasing the next gadget, invest in a weekend trip or a cooking class. These are the dividends that pay off in a richer life. The brain's ability to adapt means you can train it to seek these experiences as naturally as it once sought possessions. It's not about giving up. It's about upgrading your happiness portfolio. This is your chance to turn your financial decisions into a series of life-enhancing choices. The next step in your protocol is deceptively simple. Embrace intentional spending. Shift from passive to active financial decisions. This means every purchase must pass the litmus test. Does it contribute to long-term joy? Your brain's default setting prefers routine, but it thrives on novelty when it's purposeful. Here's the twist. The same mental accounting that once justified impulse buys can be reprogrammed to justify investments in happiness. Think of each dollar as a seed. Plant it in experiences that will grow into lifelong memories. This isn't about eliminating pleasure. It's about elevating it. By consciously directing your spending, you become the curator of your happiness. Your brain's ability to adapt means this shift isn't just possible. It's inevitable if you initiate it. This is your chance to turn consumer habits into an art form where each purchase is a brushstroke on your canvas of contentment. It's time to confront your brain's scarcity mindset head-on. The fear of missing out has been driving your spending decisions, but it doesn't have to. Instead of viewing money as finite, see it as a renewable resource. It's not about how much you have. It's about how you allocate it. Your brain's tendency to hoard stems from ancient survival instincts, but you're not in a prehistoric jungle. You're in a world where experiences have a higher return on investment than any object. Flip the script. Treat experiences as your primary currency. This isn't a radical overhaul. It's an upgrade to your operating system. The irony? Your brain's fear of scarcity can be the catalyst for an abundant life. By redirecting your focus from accumulation to appreciation, you unlock a mindset where every dollar is a vote for a fulfilling existence. It's time to switch from survival mode to thrive mode. Let's talk about the real value of your mental accounting. You've been keeping score in the wrong column. Your brain naturally tracks expenditures, but it's time to shift its focus to tracking experiences. This isn't about quantifying joy, it's about qualifying it. Think of your brain as an emotional ledger. Each experience is an entry that appreciates over time. The mental shift? Reframe costs as investments in happiness. It's not about having more. It's about having more meaningful. Your brain's capacity for adaptation means it can learn to prioritize experiences over possessions. This isn't a zero-sum game. It's a recalibration of what matters. By using your brain's natural abilities, you can turn each financial decision into a strategic move towards lasting fulfillment. The irony? The same mental accounting that once trapped you can now set you free. Ready to adjust the ledger and recalibrate your happiness index? The final piece of your protocol shift is the most empowering. Become the architect of your own happiness. Your brain's glitches are not obstacles. They're opportunities for mastery. This isn't about abandoning material pleasures. It's about integrating them into a richer tapestry of experiences. Your cognitive biases have been the scaffolding. Now they can become the foundation for a life of intentional joy. This is the ultimate hack. using your brain's wiring to craft a life where happiness isn't bought, but built. Each decision is a brick in the structure of your contentment. The irony? The same brain that led you astray can guide you home. It's about flipping the switch from passive consumer to active creator. Ready to design your life with the precision of an architect and the passion of an artist? It's time to lay down the blueprint for a life well lived. Here's the protocol shift you've been waiting for. Stop chasing happiness like it's a limited edition sneaker drop. Happiness isn't a rare commodity. It's a renewable resource. The scarcity mindset is a mirage, a glitch in your mental matrix. Shift your perspective. Your brain is designed to adapt, not just survive. You're not stuck in a cycle of consumption. You're poised to evolve. The trick is to treat money not as the goal, but as the means to create a life rich in experiences. Imagine every dollar as a seed that grows into a tree of memories. The cognitive bias that once led you to hoard can now lead you to invest in experiences that yield compounded joy. The irony? Your brain has been ready for this upgrade all along. It's time to walk away from the mirage and step into an oasis of intentional living. Let's talk about your new financial paradigm, the happiness ROI. This isn't about calculating net worth. It's about calculating net joy. Your mental accounting needs a new ledger, one where experiences are assets and possessions are liabilities. The irony? Your brain, which once thrived on certainties, can now thrive on meaningful uncertainties. By investing in experiences, you're not just spending money, you're accruing emotional wealth. This is the real currency of a life well lived. Each experience is a deposit into your happiness bank, a safeguard against the volatility of material possessions. Your brain is naturally inclined to adapt, so let it. Redirect your financial focus from what you own to what you feel. The ultimate ROI isn't measured in dollars. It's measured in moments. Ready to recalibrate your financial compass? It's time to redefine wealth by the richness of your experiences, not the weight of your wallet. Here's the kicker. The same brain that once trapped you in a loop of spending can be your greatest ally. Your cognitive biases are not set in stone. They're clay ready to be molded. The mental shortcut that leads to impulse buying can be rerouted toward impulse experiencing. You're not powerless. You're potent with potential. Imagine a life where every financial decision is a conscious choice toward joy. You have the mental architecture to make this shift. The irony? The wiring that once ensnared you is the same wiring that can liberate you. The final protocol? Embrace the power of choice. Your brain, with its infinite adaptability, is the ultimate tool for crafting a life of fulfillment. Ready to transform your financial habits into a masterpiece of intentional living? It's time to sculpt your future with the precision of a master artist, using the clay of your evolved consciousness. Let's put the final piece into place. You're not just a consumer. You're a creator of your own happiness narrative. Your brain's glitches are no longer liabilities. They're assets in disguise. The journey from possession-driven to experience-driven isn't a leap. It's a series of strategic pivots. Each decision is a plot point in the story of your life. The irony? The mental scripts that once dictated your spending can now script a life of intentional joy. This isn't about denying yourself. It's about designing a life you don't want to escape from. Your brain's capacity for change is your greatest ally. Ready to write a new chapter in your financial narrative? It's time to pen a story where happiness is not the end goal, but the journey itself. Your brain is the author. Your life is the canvas. Let's create a masterpiece of meaning. So here's the mic drop. Happiness isn't bought. It's crafted. Your brain, once a maze of consumption, is now the workshop of creation. The same neural pathways that led you astray are the ones that can guide you home. You don't need more money. You need more meaning. The irony? The brain that once sought possessions now finds fulfillment in experiences. Ready to flip the script? Your financial landscape is not a battleground. It's a playground. Let your brain's natural curiosity lead the way. The final verdict? Happiness is a byproduct of choices aligned with values. You don't buy happiness. You construct it from the fabric of your everyday decisions. Ready to architect a life where every moment is a testament to your evolved consciousness? The stage is yours. Make it a masterpiece. The screen fades to black, but your journey continues. Imagine waking up each day knowing your financial decisions reflect your deepest values. That's not a dream. It's the ultimate protocol shift. You've spent years letting cognitive biases drive your economic car while you sat in the passenger seat. But now you're the driver. Your brain's default settings, once an obstacle course, are now a highway to fulfillment. The irony? The very cognitive shortcuts that once led you off course are now your roadmap. Each transaction isn't just a number. It's a step towards a value-rich life. Remember, your brain thrives on patterns. So, what if you made joy a repeated pattern rather than a rare occurrence? The real transaction isn't between you and the cashier. It's between your current self and your future happiness. Ready to hit the gas on this journey? Let's make your brain the most valuable asset in your financial toolkit. Let's talk about the invisible costs you've been paying. It's not just money, it's mental bandwidth. Every unnecessary purchase is a withdrawal from your cognitive resources. Your brain's been running on an outdated script that equates spending with satisfaction. But here's the twist. Satisfaction is a renewable resource, not a finite one. The mental accounting ledger you've been holding is due for an upgrade. Your brain, with its incredible adaptability, can recalibrate to see experiences as the ultimate ROI. Imagine the mental clarity that comes from aligning your spending with your values. This isn't just a financial strategy, it's a cognitive upgrade. By shifting focus from material accumulation to meaningful experiences, you're not just lightening your wallet, you're lightening your mental load. Ready to update your brain's operating system? It's time to download the latest version. Life 2.0, optimized for happiness. Consider this, your brain is a powerful investment tool. It's time you used it that way. You've spent years investing in material goods, thinking they'd yield happiness dividends. But now it's time to diversify your portfolio. Your brain's affinity for routine can be harnessed to create habits that prioritize experiences over possessions. This isn't just a financial pivot, it's a neural one. The irony? The same pathways that once locked you into cycles of consumption can be the ones that lead you to freedom. Your brain, with its capacity for pattern recognition, can pivot from tracking possessions to tracking emotional ROI. This isn't about being frugal, it's about being fruitful. Ready to turn your brain into a high-performing asset? It's time to rebrand your mental database from stuff collector to experience investor. Let's make your happiness dividends the most rewarding returns you've ever received. Let's talk about the ultimate happiness hedge: adaptability. Your brain is not a static organ. It's a dynamic powerhouse. Think of each financial decision as an opportunity for growth. You don't need to overhaul your life, you just need to tweak the algorithm. The irony? Your brain, which once resisted change, is designed to thrive in it. By embracing adaptability, you turn financial decisions into opportunities for joy rather than anxiety. This isn't just a life hack, it's a life philosophy. Imagine living in a way where every dollar spent is a reflection of your evolving self. Your brain's elasticity is your greatest ally. Ready to make adaptability the cornerstone of your happiness strategy? It's time to recalibrate your internal compass and set your course for a life where happiness isn't a destination, but a journey. Here's your takeaway. Happiness is not a purchase. It's a practice. Your brain, once a labyrinth of consumption-driven decision-making, is now a canvas for intentional living. The same cognitive biases that led you down the path of impulse buying can lead you to a life filled with meaningful experiences. The irony? The mental scripts that once dictated your spending can now script a life of intentional joy. You're not just a consumer, you're a creator. Your financial decisions are not mere transactions. They're the building blocks of your happiness architecture. Ready to embrace this shift? It's time to use your brain's incredible capacity for adaptability to construct a life where each moment is a testament to your evolved consciousness. Let's make your everyday choices the masterpiece of your life's work. Happiness isn't found, it's crafted. The stage is yours. Make it memorable. Let's dive into the hidden power of your mental accounting. Your brain has been meticulously categorizing expenses, but it's time to shift its focus to categorizing experiences. Think of your brain as a financial analyst with a flair for emotional ROI. Every experience is an asset that appreciates over time, far surpassing the depreciation of material goods. This isn't just a new column in your ledger, it's a paradigm shift. The irony? Your brain's penchant for organization, which once kept you tethered to possessions, can now liberate you. By redefining what's valuable, you unlock a treasure trove of happiness that compounds with each choice. It's not about counting every penny. It's about making every penny count. Ready to transform your mental accounting into a happiness ledger that reflects true wealth? Your brain is poised to become the CFO of your joy, managing assets that truly matter. Here's the secret sauce of cognitive reprogramming, turning scarcity into abundance. Your brain has been wired to hoard, driven by an outdated survival instinct. But guess what? You're not in a survival scenario, you're in a thriving scenario. The mental shift is subtle yet profound. By recognizing your brain's propensity for scarcity, you can pivot to a mindset of abundance. This isn't about denying your instincts, it's about refining them. The irony? The brain that once feared lack can now embrace plenty. Each financial decision becomes a vote for an abundant life, where experiences are the currency of contentment. Your brain's adaptability is your greatest ally in this transformation. Ready to rewrite the script from scarcity to abundance? It's time to let your brain lead you from a mindset of lack to one of limitless possibilities. Your financial future is a blank canvas. Paint it with abundance. Let's unlock the transformative potential of your cognitive biases. These aren't hurdles, they're hidden strengths. Your brain's natural inclination for immediate gratification can be redirected to savor the moment rather than the purchase. Imagine the mental freedom that comes from aligning your cognitive biases with your long-term goals. This isn't about fighting your instincts, it's about harnessing them. The irony? The same biases that once led you astray can now be the compass guiding you to authentic fulfillment. By consciously aligning your spending habits with your values, you create a feedback loop of happiness. Your brain's adaptability is the key to this transformation. Ready to exploit your cognitive biases for good? It's time to turn your brain into an ally, using its natural tendencies to craft a life where each moment is a celebration of intentional living. Consider this. Your brain is a powerhouse of adaptability, perfectly suited to craft a life rich in experiences. The mental architecture that once built walls around material possessions can now construct bridges to meaningful moments. This isn't a demolition project, it's a renovation. The irony? The brain that once confined you can now liberate you. By reassigning value from things to experiences, you unlock a life of depth and connection. Your mental accounting system, once burdened by the weight of possessions, is now free to tally the true wealth of joy. This transformation isn't just theoretical, it's actionable. Ready to turn your mental architecture into a blueprint for happiness? It's time to let your brain's natural adaptability guide you in constructing a life where each decision is a building block of intentional joy. Your future is not just a place you arrive at, it's something you create. Here's the mic drop. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a journey crafted by your daily choices. Your brain, once a maze of material desires, is now a map for meaningful living. The same cognitive pathways that led to consumption can chart a course to fulfillment. The irony? Your brain, which once sought happiness in things, can now find it in moments. This isn't just a change in spending habits. It's a transformation of perspective. By aligning your financial decisions with your core values, you turn money into a tool for creating a life you love. Your brain's adaptability is the cornerstone of this new path. Ready to embrace the journey over the destination? It's time to make every financial decision a step toward a life where happiness is not the end goal, but the means to live fully. The stage is yours. Make it memorable.